And go ahead and make it kind of big, and then that way you can see what you're doing. And then you pull the first string. Now you're not going to pull very tight because it will pull it through. Okay. Now we're going to take this loop and put it through here. Oops. No, we're going to take this one. You're going to take the left and put it through the hole. So you've got this is the first one, and then you're going to put another loop and go through this hole. And then you're going to pull on the right side. And then you can also pull on your loop, you can pull on the back one, you can pull it, and so it gets a little bit tighter too. Like I said, you don't want to do it too tight, you just want to do it snugly. Okay, and then you're going to put another, you're just continually putting loops from right into the hole and then left into the hole.
Well, that's pretty easy.
It sounds confusing and it kind of looks confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's just really simple. Because like I said, I've just learned how to do this today, this particular one. Now I've done the other ones that are the square and the circle or the spiral. I've done that, like everyone says, yeah, I did that when I was in school. Well, I'm the same way. I did that when I was in school. I think it was in Old Oak Ranch, if any of you are from this area and went to school here like I did. How you doing there, John?
Oh, this is fine. Actually, it was a little confusing at first, and I guess we should tell the folks at home that we messed it up so bad that we had to start over. No, actually,
It wasn't so bad that we messed up. It's just you couldn't see what we were doing.
It is tough to see on the monitor here, so I'll try and make an effort to stick it through. It is rather simple, although I'm sure Scooter and Tim can't do this because we've seen these guys tie bows. Oh yeah, we've seen Tim cheat with them and everything. So Tim, I know you're camping, so I could say whatever I want. Okay, now because it's metallic or plastic, it does have a tendency to slip on you.
Yeah.
Unlike a cloth does. So it seems like every once in a while I kind of have to go through and remind it that. Otherwise, the one on the bottom seems to come out a little bit. And we'll just give it a yank here.
Like I said, it's really easy, and I've made all kinds of things today. I've made a pin that's on my blouse, which I don't know if you can see it. I made my earrings. What else could you do? You could probably make buckles for shoes with this. This is the first time I've seen this metallic in this size, and I just love it.
Looks pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, it just turns out really shiny and expensive looking, I think, is why I like it.
I don't think it'd look good on Reeboks, but...
Reeboks? No.
For, little girls' shoes in church, I think
Oh,
this would
yeah,
be cute.
yeah. It'd be real nice.
Also, it'd make a nice dog collar.
Yeah. I don't know, I was thinking of a headband, too, but I got to figure out how to put it inside of it. Probably a wire, maybe around a wire for a little girl. A headband would be really pretty.
Oh, and it also happens when you don't pull it all the way. There we go.
Now the gold, I prefer silver myself, but the gold seems to, the silver kind of, there's a split on the back, I don't know.
There is on the gold also.
But it doesn't show up as bad as the silver.
No, it's just by dumb luck that I happen to have it not showing. Well, actually, it does show in a few places, and you can't see that on the monitor, but trust me, there's a very slight split.
Yeah.
And you can't see it. Once the light hits it, it's gone. So
yeah.
The same goes for if you see it on the TV screen as you see, you don't see the split, and you're not going to look.
It's because of the
lighting.
shine, yeah.
And the equipment is kind of getting old here, but someday we'll have nice cameras to get good close-ups for you.
Yeah. Well, I should have realized that this metallic, of course, this is the only one that I saw was this size. See, there it is.
Well, you went so fast.
Well, you have to realize I've been doing this all day, so you're just putting loops into loops, And it just comes out so pretty because you probably can't see it too well, but it looks like there's a braid in the middle with the loops on the outside. That's what it looks like. In fact, when I was doing the hat band, for some reason it looked to me like on a snake, you know, their buttons, the rattlesnake. It just reminded me of that, yeah.
Well, it's not hard once you get the hang of it, but you know, for a guy who doesn't use his fingers for crafts, it is a little difficult to get started. But the mistake I made was turning it over and looping it through on the same side each time, and you're right, it's easier right-left.
Yeah.
Much faster.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm getting ready to finish mine off. And, of course, maybe we could just wait for John. No, I'm not making fun of you because it is a little bit difficult at first. But once you
can
get
make excuses for me. It's like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. No, I like this. This is nice. I have a use for this. My Afghan needs a nice different collar for her show ring, and this will be just perfect.
Oh, yes, that would be really nice.
Although she chewed up a piece of wood of mine today, so maybe she's not going to be present. Okay, how far do we go?
Okay, you can,
more?
well, we can stop there. We can stop there.
Okay.
Okay, in order to tie it off, all you do is, first of all, you're going to go just like you were getting ready to do it the next step. Okay, the next step would be to put another loop in there. But what we're going to do is instead, we're going to take this and just, not the loop, take the end and run it in there, just like you were going. So it'll braid like it was, like you were going to continue.
But it hangs over.
Right.
Okay.
And so that's the first step there. I don't know if you can see that.
And then we close it off by pulling.
Yep. And then what we're going to do is we're going to flip it over on the back. Oh, there, that's a good. Okay, see what we did right here is we just, instead of making a loop, we just pulled that through there. Okay, now we're going to go on the back, and then you're going to braid it into some of these loops. Now see, you're going to take this and you're going to run it into what's already there. Okay? And sometimes it's a little bit difficult. Okay, see, there's one. Can you see that? Let's see.
Now we do it all the way down or just up for the first one?
There. We braided it back in.
Okay.
It doesn't matter which one you go to, but the thing is, that's important is to make the front look like you have just continued on. Okay, so what you do is you pull the first strand through the loop, and then you braid it into the back, and now the second one, you're going to tuck it into that first. This is kind of hard to explain. You tuck it along there with it, just like that. You just braid them into the back, but you make the front look like you were continuing on.
Oh, so it looks like the bottom then.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
it's going to look just like this part here.
Just bring that second piece over.
See how this is closed off? Well, you're going to do the same thing with this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep braiding it in till we get to a point where we can just clip it off. See, you just braid it back in to the next one.
2 or 3 times?
Well, let's just go one more time.
Okay.
And then we'll just, oh, I can't, this one isn't quite long enough. Okay.
I missed it.
And I'm going to clip it off with my scissors, the little extra.
There it is.
And then I'm going to tap a little bit of glue on the back of it. My glue guns are just so handy for just about everything.
Now, folks, I just did this 2 times, and I'll tell you what happened is that I ended up slipping the knot backwards.
Let me see.
Yeah. So, I'll run this back and run it through.
Yeah.
And then run this piece back in. And what I had done is run the other side over through it again, and when I pulled on it, they all pulled out.
Yeah, that's one thing about why you don't want to pull too hard. because it will pull it out.
So we'll make this up. Say that again. Don't pull very hard, John. There we go. Okay, I'll take it at that. Now, is that right?
Well, that looks good. Let me see. Okay. What you're going to do is you just weave this, you know, just back in here like that. You do yours a little bit looser than mine, which will make it a lot easier for you. I tend to.
Oh, I get it. You went down an extra rung. Okay, I kept
Well, it
folding
doesn't
back
matter.
on itself. Okay, yeah.
Just like that. This is good. I don't know, can you see this? I'll find out where you are. You just go up to the top, you know, you go into the back. This is the back because it's a little flatter. And then you just reweave it in with these. And like I said, his is a lot easier because he does his looser than mine. I just tend to be that way anyways.
Well, I just fumbled through it, so.
And then you can put these back under here like that. Now if I let that loose a little bit, then I can stick that right there like that. Okay, and then what we're going to do is just take the scissors and just clip these off. And then I just tap a little bit of glue on there to go ahead and just tap some glue in there.
On the last two pieces.
Yeah. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and glue these onto barrettes to show you how easy it is to make a nice set of barrettes. Okay, okay, here's your barrette clip, and here's my barrette clip. And what we want to do is you want to make sure, see, they go in this way. So they go in your hair this way. You know, for girls, it makes a difference.
I just stopped using them. I don't know what it is.
Well,
I couldn't find the right color.
I know.
So I got my
Okay,
haircut.
women put them in their hair this way. So what you want to do is well, I guess it really doesn't matter on these, does it? Unless you have an up or down. Okay, what you do is you just hold the barrette by the thing that closes the closure, and then you put your glue on here.
Okay, so I should bend that over a little bit. Well, I can see where I messed up and pulled too hard halfway
Okay.
through there.
Now, what I did the first time is I put it on the wrong side on one of mine, so you want to make sure you have the right side, the correct side up. Then you just press it on there. And if you get a little glue on your fingers, you just roll the glue off. So that makes a nice little silver barrette for me. And for you, it makes a nice little gold barrette. Now, did you put that looks like the back side.
I glued the back side down. But see, now here's where I pulled it too hard and it started to slip out.
Okay, that's all right. You can't tell unless you look real close anyways. There we go. Now that is called a friendship bracelet braid. Friendship braid is what I'm going to call it. Okay, now we're going to go to the next thing, which is going to be the keychains. Now this is the square lanyard. This one my son did, and he's 9, and there's just one little mistake there, and he knows it, and it upset him. But anyways.
So point it out to everybody.
I know. Well, it kind of sticks out there, but you know, Kyle did a real good job. Okay. Now this one is a round one, and we don't have a whole lot of it started, and it's a spiral. And what it's going to do is go around, and the colors are going to weave. And let's see, which one did you want to do, John?
Well, I'll work on this pink one.
Okay. Well, you could do this green one if you want.
Why do you think that
Okay.
I'll be threatened?
No, I know you're secure. Okay. Now, to do a circular weave, what you do is you just go over to the right. Each one goes over to the right. Okay, you have 4 strands, and each one goes over to the right. And then you know what I forgot to do, John? I forgot to show them how to start these things.
Well, you wouldn't even show me. You just said it was too tricky for you. So,
Don't you
so don't
lie.
feel bad.
I was trying to just make it easy. Okay, let me back up here and show you how to get them started. What you do on these particular ones, this is about what? Oh, for about a 3-inch keychain, I used 24 inches. And let me get a couple colors here. I should have had this all out, I know. And the reason why I'm telling you how much it takes, because you might want a longer one. And so you know that to get a 3-inch keychain, you need, I start out with 2 feet. Let's start out with I could do it peach and green, huh? That's a real yucky sounding color. Okay. Okay, so you take your 2 strands of lanyard, and like I said, you can get these, oh, I haven't said, at any hobby store. There's several local stores in town, and you can buy it by the yard, or you can buy it by a spool that have like 100 yards in them. So they're a little bit more expensive. Okay, you take your ring. Let's see, where am I at here? You take your ring and divide your lanyard in halves on each side, okay? And this is how you would start a square one, is you bring, I don't know how to explain this. You make 2 loops, okay? Now I want the same colors. I had 2 different colors, and I want to make sure I've got 2 of the same color. Okay?
And you hold the loop back with your thumb, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so we've got 2 little loops here. I don't know if you can see that. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your second color, you're going to go over the first loop and into the second loop. If I can grab it here. These are a little bit tricky to get started. I never have liked them anyways. I like the friendship braid a lot better. Then you're going to go from the opposite side and go over that first loop and into the second one, and make sure you don't twist it like I'm trying to do right now. Then you just let go of it, and you should be able to pull tight on the first one. Well, can you
That
see
works.
it? Yeah.
Well, yeah, that looks kind of easy, but
Would you like to try it? Okay, then to continue,
no,
you keep, to continue, you just take, say for example, we're going to work with white and green. You take the white, you make your little loop, and you go over, take the green over the white and of the first loop and into the second loop. And you take the opposite side, go over the first loop and into the second one. And this is how you're going to do your square. And like I said, now you can do 2 of different kinds. You could go like square for so far and then go into a round one.
you can switch it and swirl
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You could start out with square, and then in order to pull, you just take all 4 strands and just pull them in different directions. Okay, and we're going to just, you go over the top, and you take your green strand, go over the first loop and into the second one, over the first loop and into the second one.
Oh, I remember doing this when I was a Boy Scout.
That's what everybody did. Oh yeah, I
Yeah, this is
remember when I was a
familiar.
kid.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone it the first time. I would have done a scooter. God, I'm glad he's not here so I can make fun of him. You know, Scott, you tie those bows so well. But he's done great. He made, you know, I really like the bear show that you had.
Mm-hmm.
That's really nice. That was really a nice one.
I got a kick out of that one too. All of them have been pretty fun.
Well, last week you had the picture frames, right?
Let's see, what was showing last week? No, last week was the bears.
Well, yeah, but see, by the time they see this.
There's no telling what's playing anymore.
Yeah. Now, are you going to remind them when your show comes on? Because did we do programming changes?
Well, for right now, it comes on Saturday at 7 on Channel 5, of course, and Wednesday at 5:30. Back and left. Okay, can you see that? Can you get a close-up, more of a close-up than that? No. Well, if you could see that, it would be a little square. And here's the 2 green ones, and then here's the 2 white ones. And what you do is doesn't matter which ones you use first, it really doesn't. You just pull both of them over and make 2 little loops. Then you go over and under. And then you always want to make sure that your lanyard is not twisted. And you can make keychains or just anything that you want to keep track of, I guess, is what I would say. The teachers used to put their whistles on there. You could make a dog collar. What do I want to show? Oh, I want to show how to tie it off at the end. Now, John is doing a square. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the round one.
You're always going to watch it, though, because those little guys will curl on you at the last second.
Yeah, they will. They try. I have trouble with it doing that. Now,
that's because I do housework all day long. You know, washing dishes, mopping floors. Yes, I'm a house husband. I'm ashamed of it. Cleaning the toilets.
there's nothing to be ashamed of. When I was working, I would have gave my eye teeth for a wife. not really, but you know how it goes. I just would have loved to have somebody to come home to that had cooked the meals, cleaned the house, did the kids and everything.
Well, I do that all the time.
Well,
Yes, guys, it is a lot of fun. You know,
being a woman, I would appreciate it.
when I was working, I thought it'd be so cool to stay home and do housework. And after 20 years, now I'm staying home doing housework. I'm thinking,
2 minutes.
no way, dude. I gotta get a job. This is too hard.
Okay, this is the circular one. And like I said, you just, instead of going over, you know, going over and over, this one you just go to the right. Continually go to the right. Or to the left, whichever way you want it. And then you take the last one and go over and under. And that gives you your circular pattern. Now, in order to tie these off, what you do is, this is tied off. I don't know if you can see that. And what you do is you just run it into, let's see if I could do this one. You go over and under. Over to the right and under.
Gotcha.
Let's see. If we named them A, B, C, and D, you'd go over A and pull it through B. And then, that's good.
30 seconds.
Well, I guess that's it for today. Like I said, if you were going to tie them off, you just run them under and pull them up through the middle, and then you clip them off. That's how you do the bottom. If you have any troubles, well, you can just write us a letter, and we'll answer any questions you got to say about it.
Well, this is fun, Corinna, but I guess we have to go now.
Yep, we want to thank you, and we hope you continue to watch. If you have any questions, please write us at Post Newsweek and in care of Bob Foster with Public Access, and give us any ideas, comments, questions. If you want to be on the show, let us know. Okay, bye.